processes without any will is responsible for life. I'm saying that first, number one, is the biggest magic trick I've ever heard in my life. Because at least a magician, he has a hat and then the rabbit comes out the hat. With you, you have nothing and because something's coming out. That is your God. Now, the difference between me and you is the following. I say, if we were to go with your theory, which is enzymes and all these things just came together, first cell, no problem. I say a God, a being, willed that to happen. You're saying, no, Ali. We believe it happened. How it happened, I don't know. That is your God. My God is the one who willed it. Your God is randomness. This is why when I speak to people like yourself who are humanists, liberalists, atheists, I'm assuming, you believe in God. And your way of religion is what? You're a humanist. So the difference between you is what? You worship a false God, I worship the true God. I follow the true religion, you follow the false religion.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
Determine that I follow the false God and you follow the true God?
Very simple.
How does that
Very simple. We have evidences in the Quran to prove that it is from God Almighty. Do you have evidences that your way of life is from, you don't claim it to be, but this is where we say, you, like Malcolm X said, when you don't stand for nothing, you fall for anything. Like you said, today if it changes, I'll follow that. If it changes, so what you're doing is you're jumping from theory to theory to theory. And it's not a theory, I'll call it from God to God to God.
But that's because I follow evidence.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Can you tell me?
If the evidence changes,
okay,
then I will change my opinion.
Okay.
But if the evidence changes that the Quran is, for example, false, would you change your mind?
I will leave Islam if you can prove the Quran is false. All day, every day.
Okay.
All day, every day.
What's your difference? What's the difference between your position and mine?
Let me tell you. The difference is this. I know Islam is the truth, and I can prove it's the truth. With you, you've said, for example, I believe, for example, what was it, the soup? What was it?
The primordial soup.
The primordial soup. I usually like soup, lamb soup, but this is a different kind of soup, yeah? So this soup is basically something that basically randomness. Guys, who in their right mind?
It's not necessarily randomness.
It is blind processes.
It is a blind
If you
process.
look at the first cell is one of the most complex things that you could ever come across. It is impossible for some of this people like Richard Dawkins believe that it was aliens. What was it called? Panspermia. Check this out, guys. Atheists believe that an alien, you know alien, UFO, yeah? They gave it, and the question you ask is this: who the flipping created aliens? So the point is this: that is your God. We say that blind matter, blind things cannot give life to order. We're saying, does that thing have a will? This primary, whatever you call it, soup.
No, none of this has will.
Okay, it doesn't have a will. Can you please explain to me, how could something that doesn't have a will, the innate properties of having a will, give rise to life?
The fact is that it doesn't have to have will to give rights. But you see,
can we do that after?
The whole alien thing that you posted, which is actually something a lot of people talk about, is you're pushing the burden of proof one step back.
No, I'm not.
You're going from, what I mean is, even Richard Dawkins, even if he claims that it's aliens, he's just simply pushing the burden of sort of evidence from this planet to an alien planet.
He never says God.
But we have to find out where those aliens also came from.
Thank you.
But what I would say to you, which is the infinite regression argument,
which is the fallacy of infinite regression.
Where did your God come from if your God is the last thing?
It can't be,
at
because
the beginning?
Because we believe God is necessary. For example,
well, why is it necessary?
I'll tell you why it's necessary. I'll use my argument from contingency. Now I'm going to give you an argument. Yeah, there are three types of possibilities. There's three types of existence: impossible existence, possible existence, and necessary existence. An impossible existence is having a square triangle. Would you agree that's an impossible existence?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So then we're left with two kinds of possibilities, existence, yeah? Is contingent and necessary. Now, do you accept that we have things dependent within our universe?
In this universe?
In our universe, yeah.
Some things, yeah.
Okay, good. Would you say the universe is dependent or independent?
It depends. We don't really know enough about the universe to even say that.
No problem. But it's a very simple question. It's not knowing about the universe. Would you say the universe is either dependent or independent?
As in dependent on what or independent of what?
That's what I'm saying. It's either dependent or independent. I told you there's three types of existence.
Dependent on what?
No, but I'm going to come to that. But you need to answer first. There are dependent things.
Evidence for that.
No, 1 second. Universe. In our universe, are you dependent on something to survive?
Individual things in the universe are, but is the universe dependent?
Good. 1 second. My definition of
Even
dependency.
in the universe, we have things that we don't know that they're necessarily dependent on things.
No, everything depends on something.
No,
yes,
no,
it
not
does.
even. Not even.
Yes,
There's,
it
there's
does.
something like.
It does. Otherwise, you have the fallacy of infinite regress.
No. There's atomic decay, for example.
Irrelevant.
There's things
it
that,
decay.
for example, quarks.
It depends on something.
but
Otherwise,
there
it wouldn't
are
decay.
quarks that come into and out of this existence.
It's
We don't
irrelevant.
know where they go.
No, I'm so sorry, but it's still in existence.
But what I'm saying
It's
is
still in existence.
They are not dependent.
They are
on things
dependent.
this
Of course they are.
Why?
What
How?
you're talking about
Well,
quarks
now-
and
now
you're talking
you've
about
got
this
to give me
energy.
evidence
I
that
am. My definition of dependency is something that relies on something else for its existence.
Okay.
Are you
And what do quarks
dependent?
depend on to exist?
They need existence to
On
exist.
what?
Existence on something.
What?
A thing.
Well,
which
what
is
is that
this.
thing?
This thing, our existence.
No.
Yes. Are you telling me quarks come and disappear from nothing?
Yeah.
No. What's nothingness?
Well, that is in itself
What's
a
nothingness?
false definition.
What is nothingness?
Well, it depends. Are you talking about actual nothingness?
I'm talking about
or are you talking about
nothing.
the philosophical
No, I'm not talking about
nothingness?
philosophical. I'm talking about
Okay,
actual nothingness.
Do you say that in outer space there's nothing?
I'm asking you a question.
Okay,
What is
okay.
the definition of nothing?
Okay. Do I have anything in my hand?
Yes, you do.
So I have things.
Yes,
in
you
my
have
hand.
things in your
So
hands.
is there nothing here?
No, there's not nothing in your hand.
So
There
there's
is
no
something.
nothing.
We just can't
So
see with the naked
What
eye.
do you mean about nothing?
Nothing is the absence of something.
So what is that?
Absence of something, anything.
So
anything. Anything.
Then in that case,
Yes.
then we don't know where the
No.
quarks go from.
No.
But
You
then
know,
have to prove that
in
they
order
go
for you
into
to,
nothingness.
in order for you to observe it, they have to be in existence.
Sure.
In order for you to do those tests, yeah, you have to exist. Our space and our time has to exist. So what I'm saying is, they are not popping in and out of existence. You cannot say that because we are in an existence. I'm saying to you
But they
that
go somewhere
I'm
and
saying
we don't know
no,
where.
irrelevant. Where they go is still in our existence.
But-
so the point
but
is
that
what?
doesn't mean that they depend on
it's
this
irrelevant.
existence.
Of course they do, because if we didn't exist, there'll be nothing. So that's my point. Where when I say nothing is the absence of something. So therefore, you depend on food to survive.
Yeah, I mean,
Good,
of course, we're not
good,
human
good.
beings.
What does our planet rely on to survive? For us to survive in here, the sun.
Oh, no, that's all irrelevant. Get to
Of course it's relevant. No, I'm getting it. You have to be patient. Good things come to those who wait. No, you have to wait. No, it's not detour. It's a straight tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yes,
I'm telling
we need
you.
food, we need clothes,
Good,
we need air,
good.
blah, blah,
So
blah.
you are dependent on these factors to survive.
Human beings are.
Good.
All living things.
Our planet. What does our planet require for us to have life in here?
What does this planet require?
This planet.
I mean, it all depends. When you talk about the sun,
Water,
you
the
talk
sun,
about
the gravitational
gravity,
force. Yes.
ozone layer.
Good. So we know that
But
our
these
planet.
things are only for life to exist, not for our planet to exist.
It's fine. The point is that it still requires dependence. It's dependent on
Yeah,
that.
but the moon
It's still
doesn't
dependent.
depend on those things. to
No.
exist.
Of
neither
course,
does Mars.
it does.
It doesn't
How
depend
could,
on air
how
and-
could moon?
and
Look,
gravitational
do you know
forces.
the moon? The back of the moon gets hit by meteorites.
Sure.
Okay, good. So what I'm saying is that there can be a meteorite that can smash the moon maybe into pieces. Yeah, a big enough one. So we're saying that it requires a certain gravitational force and other elements to survive. Now, can you have an infinite regress of dependent things?
We don't know.
No, you can't. Don't say I don't
How
know.
do you know?
Look.
But how do you know?
Look, I
I'm
know.
not interested
I know
in-
because
You just say I don't know.
No.
but how do
You saying
know?
I
How
don't
can you
know.
say that?
You saying I don't know is not a form of humbleness. It's a form of arrogance because you're basically saying I can't get out of this question. I'm just going to say I don't know.
but I
I don't know is
actually
not an
don't
answer.
know. No one knows.
No, I
But
know.
you're
Allah,
pretending
Allah
to know.
says in the Quran about you that you don't know. Allah says in the Quran if you ask them who created this, they'll eventually say I don't know. So Allah's already prophesied of what you're going to say. Well, I'm saying the thing.
That's not
It's
really
a-
a prophecy. That's
No,
kind of common.
it's common because Allah's telling you
Eventually
that
you get to
Allah's
a
telling you the
thing.
psychology of atheists. Now I'm asking you a question. Can you have an infinite regress of dependent things?
We don't know.
You cannot.
But
Let me
you-
tell you why.
you
Let me tell you.
postulate that,
No,
but
I'm
now
not.
you have to explain
I'll explain
how
it.
you
I'll
know.
demonstrate it.
Okay.
If I said to you, do you want to drink water? Do you want water?
Sure.
Okay. Before I give you water, I have to ask someone behind me. Can I give him water? No, say, argue. He doesn't want to give
around,
water.
I turn around.
Okay, if he comes and
You know
says,
infinite regress,
no,
dude.
okay, good. 1 second.
You don't have to,
If he goes and says,
play school
if
this.
there isn't, I have to play school this because your argument's
No,
acting
because
like
you have to get to
your
God.
argument's a bit childish. So I have to
You
go
have
to
to
schools
get
with
to
this.
God.
So now, if there is an infinite regress of people he asks, would I ever give you the water?
But we don't know.
You can't make this stuff up, bro.
We don't know.
You cannot make this stuff
Because
up.
you're going
He knows the answer and he's
to
not
the
answering
universe.
it. If I have an infinite regress of people behind me, I will never ever give you this bottle of water.
How do you know?
Is there a child here?
But that's
No,
the
no, please,
problem.
please. Is there a 6-year-old or 7-year-old?
With philosophical issues,
Please,
and
please.
you are
It's a
talking
logic.
about physical issues. About
Look,
when it
look,
comes
look.
to
I'm giving a fine example.
Logical.
The reason,
How do you
the
know?
reason why he's not answering is because he knows where it's going. Okay.
It's not where it's going.
You know where it's
You
going.
have to actually
I will
demonstrate that I will
very
never
simple.
Get this water
You will
if it's
never
an
get
infinite
this
regress.
water if I infinitely ask permission for me to give you this water, because it will go endlessly. Can I give you? Do you give me permission? Do you give me permission? If this goes on forever, you will never ever get the water. And if there's atheists watching this, they're laughing at you. So I'm saying, please be humble and accept it.
nothing to do with
It
that.
is. You will never get this water if there's an infinite regress of people me asking.
Okay. Now
Do
you
you
have to
accept
prove
it?
Why
Do
your-
you accept
your
it?
Particular
Do you?
God
I'll come to that. Now you're jumping the
that-
gun. Calm
Yeah,
down.
because that's where we're going.
No, 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 no,
Well,
no.
I don't care
I'm
about
asking
the
a
water.
question. No, of course you have to care about. There's more important things than water. Yeah, you're intellectually thirsty, not with this water. Okay.
Get to
Now,
the philosophical
no.
crux of this.
You know that I cannot give you that water if there's an infinite regress of me asking. Now, therefore, my argument is what? If you have an infinite regress of dependent things, you will never ever get the universe. So therefore, the question comes to what? The universe is dependent on something else for its existence.
Okay.
Now, the question I have to
Now
ask you is
let's get to
this.
your God.
Now, I asked no. I have to ask you this question. Do you accept that the universe is dependent now?
No.
Okay, tell me why not.
I still don't accept that.
Tell me
it
why
is
not.
dependent.
No, tell me why not.
It is. It could be on an infinite regress. We could be.
We
one
debunked.
of those
We debunked that.
infinite regress
We debunked the infinite
points.
regress.
No,
Tell me
we
why.
haven't.
Debunked it.
We just got
long
to, I
gone,
don't
long
know.
gone, long gone. Now tell
But
me.
we don't know.
Tell
where
me
this
why the universe is
came
not
from
dependent.
Or it's dependent on anything.
Tell me why the universe is not dependent.
Because we don't know where
Is
the universe
is
came
the
from.
universe composed of pieces?
Inside the universe, there's dependence.
I'm going to step it up a notch.
I'm talking about the universe.
I'm going to step it up a notch. Do you believe the universe is composed of pieces?
The fact is, the universe.
The universe is
itself-
composed of pieces.
Look, no, listen.
Yeah.
Inside the universe,
Yes.
it is dependent on other things, and we have got dependency going on. But the universe itself, you cannot make the claim that it is dependent.
I can.
Because you don't know.
I can.
Well,
And
you're
I will.
better than every PhD
I can.
on the planet.
I don't give a damn. Yeah, thank you. I'll take the compliment, please. If you want to come learn, I'll teach you for free. Now, is the universe composed of pieces?
Inside the universe.
Inside the
yes.
universe, yes. Okay. Is there galaxies?
In the universe, everything that you say is correct.
Good. Can the universe be any other way?
Yes.
Good. That's dependency. The fact that it's composed of pieces, the fact that it can be any other way, shows its dependency.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Because it's. You could have 5 extra galaxies, 5 less galaxies. If it can be any other way, it shows its dependency. So the question comes back to, what does it depend on? The most frightening question.
But is this the things? Are you talking about the things inside
I'll
the
repeat
universe?
again.
Are you talking about the
Look,
universe?
look.
No, because you
Inside.
No, you talked about the things inside.
This is the universe. I'm talking about inside.
Yes.
Inside, I'm saying to you.
Inside it is
Yeah.
dependent. But
Good.
who says the universe is dependent?
If the universe itself depends on these things, if it's the galaxies that make the universe, if there are 5 extra galaxies or 5 less galaxies, the universe, outside or inside, depends on that for its existence. Because the universe will not be.
That's not necessarily true.
Excuse me. Would the universe be the universe if there's no galaxies?
The universe would still be a universe
there's-
if it was blank.
No.
If there was just black holes, if there was nothing, it would still be a
You said
universe.
blank. You said nothingness. The
Well,
fact
it can-
that
it can
listen,
still have
listen. The fact that it's composed of
dark
pieces.
matter.
No. That
It
my
could
point
have-
is what.
it could have
The point is what.
nothing. It would still be
It will
a
be
universe.
It will be a different universe. It's still a
Exactly.
universe. Good. So therefore, it's
To
dependent.
say that this universe
Therefore, it's dependent.
has to have
It
galaxies,
is
that's not
dependent. The fact that there's galaxies in it and it's composed of pieces, and those pieces can be more or less, it shows its dependency. Now, what does it depend on?
Well, as I said, I don't know, and I don't think anyone knows.
Look at this. This is
The
atheist card.
universe, we don't
When they
know.
can't get out, I don't know.
But
It doesn't help you.
But that's the
It
honest
doesn't help you.
answer.
No, it's not.
It is
You
honest to say,
cannot.
I don't
Listen.
know.
No, it's not.
You are
It is
making shit
arrogance.
up.
It's not. You're making it up. You're the one who believes it
Okay,
came from nothing.
What does the universe depend on? Go.
Thank you. That's my point. You accept now the universe is dependent.
No, I don't.
No,
but
we're
I
going
am
to stick
for the
here.
sake of
No,
the
no,
argument,
I don't
I'm
do say.
simply
I don't
saying
need your
no.
charity. Thank you very much.
No.
Now, is the universe dependent?
I don't agree with that.
Do you
but
accept
for
the
you to
universe?
move
No,
on,
no,
I
no,
would
no,
say
no, no, no,
go.
no. And I'm saying to you, I'm going to
Okay.
make you accept it.
For
Now,
this, for the sake of
not
this
for the
argument,
sake, I reject
for the
it.
sake of
I
this
reject
argument,
it.
I
I
simply
reject
say,
it until you submit and accept intellectually that you cannot
I
answer.
don't.
Thank you very
I
much.
don't.
You know why? Because you are
Because
arrogant.
you don't
You
know.
cannot answer
Because I
it.
know you don't
You
know.
cannot answer it.
You're
Simple.
asking for something you
The
don't know.
universe is composed of pieces. Yes or no, guys? The universe.
Appealing to
Look,
the
guys.
audience
To the
doesn't exactly
audience who
win
have
your
aql more
argument.
than you. Wallahi al-Adib, if I brought a 5-year-old child, he will make more sense than you. Now,
Because I don't
the
depend
universe.
on the philosophy of 5-year-old children.
Listen, you depend on. You need something. Yeah.
I think philosophy
a
is a little
5-year-old
bit beyond
child is more
5-year-old
smart
kids.
than you could ever be. Now, the universe is composed of pieces. We accept it. The universe can be any other way. This is dependency. The fact that the universe is composed of pieces shows it's dependent on those pieces. The fact that the universe can be any other way shows its dependency. Now, what my friend here is afraid of is what? Because he knows the moment he says, actually, that's a valid point. It is dependent. The question he has to ask is next what? What does it depend on?
Okay,
And then I come
let's
and
get to
say,
that.
no.
Hallelujah.
Until you accept it, I'm not going to say it. Until you accept honestly, say, you know what, you're right, bro. The
No,
universe is
you're
dependent.
not.
Thank you.
I know you're not.
Thank you.
You're not
Thank
philosophically
you.
trained
You're
in
not
this
ready,
way.
and I'm destroying you.
Okay, okay.
You're in pieces. Look, I'm telling you,
Can you
intellectually,
get to your God?
your atheist friends are laughing at you.
Get to your God.
It's simple as that.
Well, I've got my chat.
Yes,
no
no,
one's
it's
laughing.
fine. Well, look, anybody that's watching this knows that as an atheist, you're doing a
Okay.
terrible job. The
Get
universe,
to your
the
God.
universe is dependent or independent?
Get to your God.
Dependent or independent?
I don't know.
Thank you.
I can say I
Thank
don't
you,
know.
guys. Thank
That's
you.
the honest
No,
answer.
look, you can carry on. No, I just want you to just carry on. You know why? Because it just shows how intellectually bankrupt you are. You cannot. You know why? The biggest fear for you is what? You know what? To say the universe is dependent. You know why? Because the moment you say that and that is a fact, you're going to be like, okay, now I need to accept
Okay.
a being. Not Allah, a being.
Okay.
You're going to go from atheism to theism.
let's go to
so now,
theism.
the universe.
Go.
The universe composed of pieces and can be any other way. This is the definition of dependency. I'm asking you a question. Since the universe is composed of pieces, since the universe can be any other way, that is dependency. What does it depend on?
I don't know. Go.
Thank you. There you go. It's done. It's done. We don't talk anymore. Thank
Okay,
you.
what is it-
It's
what does it
done.
depend on?
It's done. Thank you.
What does it
Good.
depend-
Finally.
No, I don't agree
Finally.
with your
Finally.
argument. I'm
His
saying
his subconscious
if
mind
you
starts
are saying
speaking.
that,
Look,
what does it depend
you know what
on?
psychologists
That is
say?
your argument, not
The
my
psychologists say something. They say, be conscious of the subconscious mind. His subconscious mind gave up on him. He said, listen, let me talk for him.
No.
I've given up on him. So the
I
subconscious
told
mind came and
you
said,
that I would agree
it's
with you
dependent.
based on you
Thank
moving
you.
on.
Now,
Move.
you have now accepted the universe is dependent.
I haven't.
Yes, you have.
But-
We
but
heard it from your own mouth.
argument moves.
You said it is dependent. Good. Thank you for your honesty. At least the subconscious mind kicked in. What does the universe depend on? It has to be a necessary being that is independent, that is self-sufficient, and cannot be any other way.
These are rules you made up. How
Call
do
it
you
chocolate
know
or fudge
these
cake
things?
if you like.
These things you just listed.
How about you call
do
it a
know
brownie?
that these things have to be
How
true?
about you call it Lola's cupcakes, red velvet? I love it.
How do you
Call it whatever
know
you
that
like.
these things
No
have to
problem.
be
Call it a
true?
banana, bruv. Call it a mushroom. I don't give a damn.
How do
No
you
problem.
know this?
Very simple. If there is, what did I say in the beginning, guys? There are 3 types of existence: impossible, possible, and necessary. I said impossible existence is what? Triangle, square. He accepted it. Then I said there is possible existence, which is what? Us, we are possible. I could be here and not be here. It doesn't matter. The planet can be here and not be here. The sun can be here and not be here. The galaxy can be here and not be here. They are dependent. Therefore, he accepted that the universe is dependent. Then when I said to him, what does it depend on? Then he said to me, tell me, what? I said, it has to rely on an independent being, which is necessary and cannot be any other way.
How do you know this?
Now, because,
How do you
let
know
me tell you
that
how I
these
know
three-
this.
three things
Simple.
have to be true?
If the universe is dependent, which you accepted, it depends on what? Logically, look, if something is dependent, what was my definition? Dependency is something that relies on something else for its own existence. So, since we cannot have an infinite regress of dependent things, there has to be an independent being. Because if the being is dependent, then the question is, then what does that being depend on? And thank you.
Well, how about your
so,
other two?
thank you. Now, that independent being has to be the one that willed it, and it cannot be any other
does
way.
it have to have a will?
It felt- Let me tell you why. Good question. Thank you. Look, Allah is bringing the haqq coming out of his mouth. He said,
Just
look.
simple
He said,
questions.
look. It's a good question. No, I big you up. Like, thank you. That was a good one. That was a good. I have to big you up.
But
yeah?
it's honest.
Now, of course, no, I like it because you know what it's going to prove now. You're going to go from deism to theism.
I will-
Now
I
ask me
will
the
take my
question.
shahada today.
Now ask me
Go
the question. Inshallah. Yeah, Allah wills that. Now, ask me the question. Why Allah?
No. Why does it have to have a will?
Good. Now, why does it need to have a will? This is now going to make me, I'm going to prove, inshallah, with the permission of Allah, why it is Allah. Why? He said, why does it have a will? The independent being. If we know the universe depends on the independent being, that means the independent being willed it.
Why?
do you mean why?
Why did it will it? And why did it
It's
have to have a
willed it.
will?
Because if it doesn't have a will, we won't have the universe.
Does fire have a will?
What are you talking about?
But there are things that can create other things. I can start a fire.
What are you on
fire
about?
can set other things on fire, but it doesn't have a will. But it can ignite and bring on other things.
That's your super argument. I'm not even
no.
using that.
What I'm saying is, why does it have to have a will to bring?
Let me
this
tell you
universe
why.
Into existence?
Because if the universe is dependent, like you said, the independent being has to will it for it to exist.
Why does it have to will
Because
it?
it depends on it.
Why does it have to will it? though?
Because it depends on it.
Why couldn't it just be a simple phenomena and
No, it can't,
reaction
because then
to the reaction of that entity that exists?
No.
This is just a simple counter reaction.
No, it's not.
You know that
No.
chemicals cause other reactions,
The
right?
chemicals have those properties to cause that reaction. They don't do it blindly like your
But
super
what
argument.
I'm saying is,
Thank you.
your God or your entity that
Yes.
exists has a certain property to exist. Is that correct? It has to exist,
Of course.
and it has some properties to
It
exist.
has attributes.
It has attributes.
Yes, which
it
is
has
where number one
properties
is
to
what?
exist.
Thank you.
But
No,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying
no,
is,
no,
if
no,
it
no, no.
exists, right, why does it have to have a will to make
Let
the
me
universe
tell you,
happen?
let me tell you.
Why isn't that its
Let me
mere
tell you.
existence
No.
creates and
No,
reaction
no.
that
Listen,
is
what
the
do you mean?
universe?
That means it's a will. You're using
But
arguments.
it's not a will.
It is.
It's mere
It is.
existence.
No. His
Has in-
attribute, you asked why will. I said, because the universe is dependent, therefore, if it's dependent on the independent being, the independent being has to give rise to it because it's dependent on
It
it.
has to give rise to it, but it
Good.
doesn't have to have a
Giving
will.
rise.
Why does it have to have a
You're
will?
just playing word games. To give
No,
rise.
No, to give rise.
My friend.
To give rise doesn't
my
mean you have
friend,
to have
my
a
friend, my
knowledge
friend,
or
my friend,
will.
my friend. If he's giving rise to it, isn't that a will?
No. Things that don't have a mind, that
Alhamdulillah
don't
for
have
Islam.
any will,
Alhamdulillah for
give
Islam.
rise to other things.
Alhamdulillah for
does
Islam.
does a seed have
So,
a will
alhamdulillah
to
for
give
Islam.
rise to a tree?
It has the properties to do that, my friend.
Exactly. But it
Which
doesn't
is
have a
which is
will.
where does it come from?
But what is a will then?
It is-
Explain
it is
to me
programmed.
What do you mean by will?
My friend, if you speak to an AI and the AI is programmed, somebody willingly programmed it to talk to you when you ask it a question. Does the AI have will, or has it been programmed to answer you?
That's nothing
It
to
is,
do
it
with...
is. Come
no,
on,
no,
you
that's
come on,
nothing
don't
to
try
do
it. Come on.
with-
It was a
I'm
good argument.
trying
Don't
to
try
tell you
it.
that something
Don't try it.
can
No.
give rise
An
to something
AI.
else without
I'm telling
will.
you, does
But
AI have will?
AI is something that
Does
we are now
AI have
creating.
will?
Why are you going to creating things when
One
we're talking
second.
about natural things?
So we didn't create AI.
No. What I'm saying is, why does your argument
we create
go to
AI?
created
I'm
things?
telling you.
Why don't you talk about
I'm
natural
telling you.
things?
No.
Do trees have a will
my friend.
when they give rise to the seed?
The
to
trees-
give rise to trees.
The tree has the innate properties.
But does it have a
They-
will?
You're not understanding. It's willed. It doesn't have a will. Do you understand the difference?
So tree doesn't have a will, but it can create
I'm
other
giving.
trees.
Yes.
So something that doesn't have a will
Yes.
can give rise to
I-
other things
my friend,
that don't have will.
My friend, if my wife gives birth to my child, yes, she calls it.
No, I'm not talking about humans.
Listen
I'm
to me.
talking about
Listen
an
to me.
unwilling
Listen to me. I'm not
object
talking
like a
about
tree, like a
causation.
seed.
I'm not talking about causation. I'm causing about dependency. If I give,
But why does it have
listen,
to have a
brother,
will?
listen. If my wife gives birth to a child, my wife calls that child, but that child doesn't depend on my wife for survival. It can be adopted. It can be taken care of. Do you understand the point? I'm coming from an argument from dependency. You're talking about causation. Now, AI. Is AI programmed to communicate with you?
AI is programmed by a human being to.
Thank you. Did a human being will to make an AI?
But that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Did they? Yes or no?
Manufactured
Yes
things
or no?
Are willed.
Thank you. Good. Check this out.
But is the universe
Check this out.
a manufactured
Check this
thing
out.
or a natural thing?
Brilliant. Wallahi, alhamdulillah, he's speaking the haqq himself. I don't need to talk. Now, AI was willed by a human being programmed to answer certain of your questions.
You don't even have to go there. That bottle was willed into existence by a
Thank
human
you.
being.
Thank you.
This microphone
Thank
was willed into
you.
existence.
But he's the same
But these
person.
are
He says the universe was not
created
willed.
things.
Bro, check this out. He
Now
goes,
you
this,
have to prove
look,
that
he
the
goes, this
universe is
bottle
a
of water
created thing.
is willed, but the universe that's more complex is not willed.
No. But that's what I'm trying to ask you. Is
Wallahi,
where is
wallahi,
your evidence?
kufr, look at this.
What I'm
You
trying to ask
cannot
you
make
is,
this up.
Where is your evidence
Bruv.
that this universe
Is my socks willed?
was willed?
Is my socks willed?
Was that tree
Is
willed?
my socks willed?
No, but that's again.
Was
you're
my socks
going to
willed?
manufacture things.
My
versus
socks,
natural
my
things.
socks, they're quite smelly
How
sometimes.
do you know the difference
Listen.
between a
My
natural
socks are
thing
smelly
and a-
sometimes.
and a created
Is my
thing?
socks willed?
How do you know?
Was
the
my socks
difference?
willed?
I just told you all of this is willed.
Good. Check this out. Was the universe willed?
How do you know that it wasn't?
La ilaha illallah.
No,
Guys. Well, I'm going to take my socks off now. Everybody take a step back. My socks is willed. The entire universe, not willed.
Because you don't have evidence for it. I can give you evidence for your socks. I can give you evidence for that water that
Shall I tell you something, guys?
I can show you the
Shall I tell you something,
who made
guys?
it. You
This
have
is
to
why,
show me the
let me tell you
person who
something.
made the
Uqsum
universe.
billah, this is why hellfire makes sense. Uqsum billah, for people like you, if you die on this, hellfire makes perfect sense, bro.
Does that tree...
Literally,
grow on a tree?
Allah says in the Quran, it's not the eyes that are blind, it's the heart. Bro, I've given him evidence over evidence over evidence.
But that's not evidence.
Bro, the guy is fighting to disbelief.
You are
The guy is fighting for hellfire. He's like, nah, bro, let me. Brother, I'm telling you, Jannah, Hur al-Ain, bro. Come on, I'm giving you some motivation here, yeah? Jannah, bro, Hur al-Ain. It's gonna be party, bro, alhamdulillah. You're here fighting to go hell, bro. Now, I asked him a simple question. AI is programmed, brother, yeah?
Why are you going to AI? Why don't you talk about the natural things in the world?
Listen, I'm going to talk
Why
to the
don't you
audience.
talk about trees?
Let me tell you, your arguments are so
plants?
dead, I'm going to talk to the audience.
Does a rose
Guys,
will
an
itself
AI,
into existence?
an I wills, yeah? An AI is willed by a person programmed
These are all
to talk
human
to us.
creations.
So when I go to an AI and say, AI, listen, bro, how you doing today? He goes, man's doing good. So it's willed and programmed like that to respond to me, yeah? But is the AI doing it themselves or has it been programmed?
Actually, there are...
Thank you.
No, actually, some AIs are now doing things for themselves. It's called emerging property. An AI taught itself how to talk Bangladeshi.
My friend, how could it give something that it innately doesn't have? No, it doesn't. You're chatting nonsense, bro. No, it cannot. No, it cannot. No, it cannot. It cannot give something that it does not have.
That's what's called an emerging property.
Brother.
It's called emerging property.
It has those properties to do that.
No,
are you that, brother? Are you that ignorant?
It didn't
brother,
have
are you
the
that
property
ignorant?
To talk
Are
another
you that
language.
damn
It was
ignorant?
taught English,
Are you that ignorant?
But it taught itself
Are you damn ignorant? Please tell me.
language.
Prove it to me, please.
What do you mean? It's on the,
Prove it to me,
was on the news.
Prove it, please.
What do you mean? Now
Prove it,
I have
please.
to- Now you
Prove
have
it, please.
Why do I
Prove
have
it, please.
to prove something
Prove
about
it.
the
Prove it. Prove it. Prove
mistakes
it.
you made
Prove
about
it.
AI?
Prove it.
It is
Prove
literally
it.
on the news.
Prove
Unfortunately, you have to
it. Prove
Google
it. Prove it. Google it.
I can't
Google
Google it right
Bro,
now.
use my
camera's
phone.
being used.
Bro, use my. Where's my phone? Bro, give me my phone. Use my
Find
phone.
out. Yeah, someone
Find it.
Google
Find it.
AI teaching itself
Find
a new
it.
language.
Find it. Bro, go find it. Get out of here, man.
It was
Get out of here,
literally
man.
on the news.
Get out of here.
You
Guys,
refuse to believe
guys,
it. That
this
doesn't make it untrue.
is a religion. Their God is natural selection.
No, it's
Their
called
God is a soup,
emerging
enzyme.
properties. This is the
And
problem.
this
You
is the
don't
problem,
understand
guys.
these things about the world.
Guys,
You think
my jacket
that
is
everything
willed.
is willed.
My
Well,
t-shirt is
actually,
willed.
some
Bro,
things are
my
not.
socks is willed. Bro, I'm gonna take my shoes off. No, I have to, bro. This is willed, bro. Look at my socks, bro. Come look at my socks. Wallah, come. My socks here are willed. This trainer is willed, but the universe is.
How about that tree? Is that tree willed? Who willed that tree into
La ilaha
existence?
illallah.
Tell me
La
about
ilaha
that tree.
And that's why,
Because
guys.
natural things
That's why,
are
guys.
not as easy to
Our
explain as
job is what?
animated
Our
human
job
creation.
is to convey. He
These
believes
are
in
unnatural
he
things
believes
you're
in a
talking
soup of randomness that brought all of this. Alhamdulillah, that's all I need to say. You can see it. Please get him on camera, please, bro. Just make sure you see his face, yeah? As you can see, guys, intellectually bankrupt. These
not
are the
shy.
people. You can't be shy. You can't be shy. You're going to be famous for the wrong reasons, okay? So, anyways, guys, in a nutshell, I've brought my arguments, and you can see at every cost they disbelieve. And that's why Allah says in the Quran, when they enter hellfire, Allah, are they going to complain to Allah? No. They're going to know very well why they deserve that. Do you know what they're going to say? Oh, Allah, give us one more chance. No more chance, my friend. Job is done. And on Yawm al-Qiyamah, I will testify to your dead arguments. Yeah? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.